All right. The question is from Lax Dom. Looking for ways to keep anticipation and desire to have scenes with my wife sub alive when we're both busy and don't get to play very often. Plus, we don't want to be boring and repetitive. We've been married for 20 years and are still pretty new to the lifestyle. Well, first of all, congratulations. 20 years of marriage. That is no small feat. Congratulations to you both. Like, I get this question all the time. And if you've heard me speak to this question before, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but really my advice is the same. Regardless of what kind of dynamic or structure that you have, it really is the same. You're wanting little routines throughout the day. Well, I would even say we got to question that word routine. Because if they had the room in their schedule to have routines for play, they would. They're saying that we don't even have that room in our schedule. So how can we maintain play without a routine is kind of what I'm hearing. So I'm honestly looking at this the same way that I do most of the advice that I give for this situation is do not try to fit play or do not try to fit your life into play, fit play into your life. And so this is often like we're 24/7 dynamic, but we can't have scenes when we want them. What do? And how do we keep the excitement alive? How do we prevent things from becoming rote and predictable? Be more present in your life. Be more present with yourself, with your partner, and in your life. Like the small text and the pictures, that's great. But we're talking about how to prevent being rote, how to prevent being predictable. And I believe the way to do that is to be more present. You've got to, especially as a dominant, you've got to elevate your level of awareness and presence so that you can look at every moment that you have as a potential opportunity for play. Every moment that you have, take notes, 24/7 dynamics, every moment that you have is an opportunity for play. Okay? I don't care if you all be prepping your taxes, it is still an opportunity for play. Well, how is that? Okay, what if we know that this sucks, we have to do tax prep, but we're going to do some sort of scene after with some of the figures. Let's say you're going to get a refund of $345. How can you incorporate the numbers 345 into a fun scene after tax prep? That's just a tiny example, but do you see what I'm saying? If someone has to make dinner, and you hear me saying this all the time, if someone has to make dinner, Dom, you ask your sub or you command your sub make dinner, and the sub is like, oh, I forgot an ingredient at the store. They have to run to the store. And that time would normally, like that 30, 45 minutes that they now have to drive, pick up that thing, and come back. Dinner would have already been done. You could have been playing 45 minutes earlier or 45 minutes longer instead of going, damn it, because they forgot, because our schedule's too busy, we can't play. No, that's you being victimized. Stop being victimized. Be powerful and present. And a powerful, present dominant would look at that as an opportunity. Okay, my submissive has to go to the store so they can get that ingredient that they forgot to make the dinner that I requested. Okay, so I'm going to fuck with them while they're at the store. Play in the store. Absolutely. Set the scene. You know, I can't remember who said this, but the quote is, foreplay does not begin, and this applies to scenes too, okay? Foreplay does not begin 10 minutes before sex. Foreplay does not begin 10 minutes before the scene. Foreplay begins at the end of the last orgasm. Come on. Foreplay begins at the end of your last orgasm. So the same thing can be applied when we're looking at play. That energy, that kink arousal, that sub-arousal, okay? That should be built not just the day you're supposed to have a scene, not just an hour before you're supposed to have a scene, especially if you're dealing with a woman. It's all the time is an opportunity to flirt, to connect, to communicate, to engage in that way. And so the more present you are, the more you can respond to these organic opportunities as they arise. Let's see. Therapist, writer, and speaker. Okay, there you go. There you go. Forgot milk the other day. When I went to get it, he had my go. Yeah, you go minus an item of clothing. I was running an errand, but definitely a kinky activity. Okay. There you go. Preparing the table in their mind to enjoy the meal of their body. There you go, Preacher Dom. So exactly what Moon Pie is saying. It can be like that. Oh, you have to go run an errand? Okay, give me your panties before you go. Or I'm going to lock you up in chastity before you go. Like, there are ways, if you look for the opportunities that are just naturally presented to you in your life, you will find creative opportunities to play, to keep things fresh, to keep things exciting. And so T is in denial. A little getting into their head, like, I got plans for us tonight. Ooh, what are the plans? I'm not telling you. You'll just have to wait and see. You know, sending a command, be ready. You know, be ready and in your uniform or whatever by 9 p.m. I want you naked and kneeling by the bed at 10 p.m. Like, if you text that text to a woman, I want you naked and kneeling at the end of the bed. If you send that, I want you naked and kneeling at the end of the bed at 10 p.m. and you send her that text message at 10 a.m., she's not going to get anything done for that 12 hours. And it's going to be a juicy 12 hours. It's over. It's over. That's what I'm saying. If you just look for opportunities to infuse that connection, because really, especially if you're dealing with a woman, and you are because you talked about your wife, DS, this kind of play is about connection. This is about connection. We want to feel connected to you even when we're 2,000 miles away. When you're at work and focused, and I'm at work and focused, and then you send me one little thing, and I go, oh, he be thinking about me right now. That is really what it's about. You want to talk about how to keep things fresh and exciting? That's just a great method in general for a woman, for a married couple. But then if you apply, just be aware, and how can we infuse kink into this situation? You think about it like that. How can I infuse kink into this situation? How can I infuse play into this situation? If you start thinking like that, I guarantee you're going to start activating that creative thought process in your brain. Okay? Little things go a long way. That's right. That's right. That's right.